Assalamu alaikum, dear students. HSC first year, session 2020 to 21. Welcome to our English online class. And at first, I will introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Hossein Khan, and my home district is Dhaka. And I joined Bangladesh Civil Service in 2006. And I joined Maniganj Mahila College in 2015. And previously I was posted in Noakhali and Lakshmipur. So this is your first class with me, and all of you know the situation under which we are taking this online class, and that is COVID-19 pandemic situation. We can't take our regular class. We can't take class in our classroom because of this COVID-19. So hope the situation will be okay very soon, inshallah, and we'll be able to meet with you and take our class in a regular format, in regular scenario. So all of you, I hope all of you will attend this online class regularly, and it is very important for you to take the class regularly. And some of you are afraid of English. You treat English as a monster, and I assure you that English is not a so tough subject. If you attend your class regularly, if you practice regularly, if you are sincere, then it will be a friendly subject. And you know the importance of English. It's an international language and very necessary in job market and to communicate with with the rest of the world. It's also important for the expansion of business. So if you want to choose any profession or business or anything, the English is a be important, very important tool for to implement your plan. So, but don't neglect this subject, or don't be afraid of this subject. And our principal vice chancellor are very sincere, and others, senior teacher and teachers and colleagues and all the staffs of this college are very sincere about you. So you should capitalize this opportunity, and hope you will continue your class regularly. So today I will give a brief idea about about your syllabus. This is English first paper and second paper. So English first paper, you have a passage. A passage will be given, and this passage will be given from your textbook. You have a textbook for first paper that is called English for Today. English for Today, class 11, 12. That's your text, and from this text a passage will come, and this passage there will be choosing correct answer. There will be one question that will be choosing correct answer, and it contains 5 marks. There will be some answer. A question will be set, and there will be 4 answer given. You have to choose the correct ones, and that contains 5 marks. And you have another number 2. You have another things, a short answer to the question, and it contains 10 marks. And each question carry 2 marks. So that will be 10 marks. You have a flow chart. And this flow chart contains 10 marks. This flow chart will come from a passage will be given from your text, and you have to complete the flow chart. You have to place short notes in the box, and there will be a summary. Summary will contain 10 marks. Summary, this passage will also come from your text, and this summary contains 10 marks. Okay, you have to summarize the passage. You know what is summarizing. I think you had also in your school level. Now another item, filling the gaps, and filling the gaps with clues and without clues. There will be 2 types of filling the gaps. One is with clues and another is without clues. With clues, it will contain 5 marks, and there will be 14 words given in the box. You have to choose 10 correct words for each of the blanks, and if necessary you have to change the grammatical, you need to change grammatically. For example, in the box there is noun, but appropriate word will be adjective, so you have to transform the noun into a adjective. So you, in this case, you need to you need a good skill, you need good knowledge of parts of speech. That means you have to know noun form, adjective form, verb form of a word. Okay. That's the important thing. Another thing, fill in the gaps without clues. It contains 10 marks. So there will be no words to help you. You have to you have to read out the passage carefully. Then you have to think what sort of word will be placed in the blanks, and you have to do this by reading the passage, by understanding the passage, and considering grammatical structure and everything. You have to consider syntax also. Now you have rearrange of 10 marks. I think you had rearrange in your SSC level. Rearrange, there will be 10 sentence, and that will be jumbled, and you have to arrange in the sentences in order. You have to arrange the sentences into order. Then you have to read out the sentences. Then you have to find out which sentence will be placed first, then the second and third, and there should be a coherence between the sentence. Now we will discuss the writing part of first paper. There will be 40 marks for writing parts in first paper. Number one, paragraph. There will be a paragraph of 10 marks, and this paragraph should be neither too long nor too short. Completing story. You have to complete a story, and you will be given clues, and there will be 2 or 3 sentences will be given. Then you have to complete the story. For example, once there lived a farmer, he had 3 sons, then ... That means you have to complete from this stage. You will be given an email. You know, in today's world, email is very important. So in email you will be benefited by this items email, and email will contain 5 marks. For example, email is a modern version of letter. Okay, modern version of letter. For example, you want to invite your friends to come to your village. You can email him, and there will be a pie chart of 10 marks. You have to make a pie chart that will contain 10 marks, and there will be a poem also. You have to write down the theme of the poem, and it will contain 8 marks. The poem will be given, and you have to read the poem carefully, and then you will give the theme of this poem. Now come to the second paper. Second paper, at the very beginning you will have an article of 5 marks. There will be 10 articles will be given. Each article contains 0.5 marks, and that is total 5 marks. And you know article A, N, and B, and there is also an article that is called zero article, and you will just cross this article. When there is no article, you will give cross mark. And preposition, 10 preposition will be given, and each preposition contains 5 marks, total 10 marks. And preposition, you know what are the preposition? Preposition, a type of parts of speech. That means it is placed before noun, and it makes a connection between noun to noun, between noun and adjective, between noun and verb. It's like a bridge, connector. This is preposition, and it makes a relation between words. The preposition there are some example preposition of, in, at, under, above, for, by, etc. These are the preposition. So preposition is also very useful in our writing parts also. If you want to write a good English and correct English, you also need to have a good knowledge of preposition. Now, completing sentence. You will have completing sentence. Each completing sentence will contain half marks, and there will be 10 completing sentence. Total 5 marks. Okay. Now, completing sentence with clues, phrases or clauses. There will be another complete sentence, and that will be contains that will be, you have to complete the sentence using clauses or phrases, and each complete sentence will be given 5 marks, total 0.5 marks, and 10, there will be a 10 complete sentence, so total marks will be 5 for completing sentence with clues, with clauses and phrases. Now come to the right form verb. There will be 10 right form verb. Each right form verb will contain 0.5 marks. Total 5 marks. You know, right form verb is very important to write a sentence correctly, to write a passage correctly. Without the knowledge or skill in writing a right form verb, you can't make a good sentence, correct sentence. And it is also used in every job exam. In every job exam and viva, it is very important. Even in BCS examination, right form verb has a good role to perform. So you have to learn. You should learn right form verb, not for only exam, for your daily uses, for your career as well. So right form verb, you know, we when you will handle the right form verb, you're going to complete the right form verb, you have to think 3 matters in your head, in your mind, that is tense, subject and auxiliary verb. For these 3 factors are necessary to make the verb right. Okay, to make the right to write the verb in right form. So yeah, we know that verb is changed for tenses, verb is changed for subject, and verb is changed for auxiliary verb as well. If I give you example, for example, modal auxiliaries. So modal auxiliary verb, the present after modal auxiliaries, we use the present form of verb. Okay. For example, this is another thing. After am, is, or, was, were, be verb. After be verb, we use the participle form of verb, maybe past participle or present participle. So another thing, now we can talk tense. If we use present tense, then we use present form, and if we use past tense, we will use past form. So this is another fact for right form verb. And another fact is subject verb agreement. If we, for example, if we use a third person singular number, we use s or es after the verb. So these 3 facts is very important when you handle the right form verb. Now another item is transformation of sentence. You have transformation of sentence, and it will contain 5 marks. And if for there will be 5 transformation sentence. Each transformation sentence contains 1 mark. In total, it will be 5 marks. So transformation sentence, I can give example. If there will be, you have to transform a sentence from positive to superlative. For example, there will be a superlative degree. You have to change it, transform it into a positive degree or comparative degree. In that way, you have to change it to question, assertive to exclamatory. These are the transformation sentence. Now you will have a narration of 5 marks. There will be a narration of 5 marks. You have to rewrite a passage into direct speech or into indirect speech. Yeah. There will be pronoun references of 5 marks. There will be 5 pronoun references in the passage, and each references contains 1 mark. That will be 5 marks. You have to identify the pronoun, and then the relation, the subject of this pronoun or object of this pronoun. There will be a modifier. There will be a modifier of 5 marks. Each modifier contains 0.5 marks. There will be 10 modifier, so it will be totally it will be 5 marks. And you know there, for example, you have to post modify a verb. He goes slowly. So this adverb post modify the verb go. That's the one example of modifier. So in this way you have to pre-modify or you have to post-modify, and you have to learn this modifier. Then you will have sentence connector. You have 12 sentence connector. We have pronoun references, we have modifier, sentence connector, and we have sentence connector. You have sentence connector, and each sentence connector contain 0.5 marks, and there will be 10 sentence connector, and total marks will be 5 marks. The sentence connector, we know that that, and, which, what, and these are the sentence connector. You have to connect two sentences with these connectors. And there will be antonyms, synonyms, or 0.5 of 5 marks each. There will be 10 synonyms and antonyms. Each synonyms and antonyms contains 0.5, and that will be total. Total will be 5 marks. You know what is antonym, synonym, antonyms. Which word is totally different, opposite from another word in meaning. The meaning is different, opposite. That is called antonym. And synonym, meaning is same. When two words have same meaning, they are synonymous to each other. And when two words are opposite in meaning, they are antonymous to each other. They are called antonyms. So 100% antonym is possible, but 100% synonym is not possible. So this is one of the basic things you have to keep in your mind. Now you have punctuation. And punctuation have 5 marks. Each there will be a dialogue-based passage. There will be dialogue, and in this dialogue there will be a wrong formation of punctuation. Punctuation will be given in wrong way, or there will be no punctuation, and there will be total 10 wrong punctuation will be given. You have to put the right punctuation in the passage or this dialogue. And now composition part. You have the composition part in your second paper. Composition part, there will be an email, application or letter, and it will contain 8 marks. There will be email or application or letter, and it will be contains any item will come from this 3 portion: formal letter, informal letter, email. That will be 8 marks. And there will be a report, and that will be 8 marks. You know what is report? Suppose you are a reporter of a newspaper, you have to report on fire accident or road accident, on pollution, any kind of topic. There will be report, and this report will contain 8 marks. Now there will be a paragraph of 10 marks. Again there will be a paragraph here in the first part, in the second part. Both papers have paragraphs. And there will be essay of 14 marks. Essay or short composition 14 marks. You should keep one thing in mind. Remember this about writing this paragraph is that this should be neither too long or too short, and there should be no irrelevant talking and speech, irrelevant writing in paragraph and essay. Every answer should be relevant to the question, and unnecessary words, unnecessary sentence should be avoided in your writing part. And about your writing part, I will also give suggestion. You just write anything regularly, and you have to correct by your teachers or by some experts. Then in this way you can improve your writing. You need to improve your writing as well for your future career and for your higher education. So that's all about your syllabus. I hope you will follow your syllabus. You will continue your class regularly, and I think you will be benefited from these classes, from these online classes. And when possible, we will continue our regular class in the classroom, and we are waiting for that, hopefully. And I hope you will be benefited in this college. And this college is very sincere about you. Again, I am telling about this, and I wish good luck for your future, and inshallah we'll do it better. And that's all for today. We'll continue our class we will again take our class in the next class. We'll handle some parts. I will primarily conduct preposition, clues, filling the blanks without clues, and filling the blanks with clues and without clues, rearrange. And this is my I will handle this primarily. I will handle this initially, and I will also discuss your textbook as well. And that's all for today. Assalamu alaikum.